first class with Dr. Schaefer, I sat down and he introduced himself and the syllabus and that kind of thing. And it was very apparent early on that he's somebody that's so brilliant that I was just kind of amazed that we have a teacher like that here at the school. I remember him talking to us about attending Oxford, and I think he might have even stayed in the same dormitory building as C.S. Lewis. So he's very, very brilliant. But instead of making the first day of class feel like we as students were so just blessed by his presence, I remember I was surprised because he's one of the few professors I've ever had that made me feel like it was a delight for him to be with us. And we're definitely not on the same scale of brilliance as he is. So I think that just says a lot about his humility and how much he loves us students. I had to take a final late one time, and Dr. Schaefer showed up late that morning that I was supposed to take it, but it wasn't because he had lost his keys or he had to pick up Starbucks or something like that. It was because he had gotten stuck in line at Dunkin' Donuts picking up donuts for me and for another student that was taking their test late. So instead of coming into the office fuming that he had to be there to monitor us taking our tests, he got us donuts, and then he just sat down on the floor, crisscross applesauce, and was humming and grading other people's finals. So happy to be there with us. So he's just really delightful. We had to read this weird book called, I think, The Story of My Misfortunes by Abelard. And I remember thinking Abelard and this nun, Heloise, that are in the story were such odd characters. And I went and talked to him about it, and he started laughing and saying that he thought that they were such odd characters too, but he and his wife fell in love with the storyline, and so when they moved to Europe for his college at Oxford, they picked up two cats, I think from the Humane Society, and named them Abelard and Heloise. So they named their cats after literary figures, and that was just another one of my favorite sweet stories.